The International Monetary Fund, IMF, is a global financial institution that plays a crucial role in maintaining international monetary stability, fostering economic growth, and reducing poverty worldwide. Established in 1944 at the Bretton Woods Conference, the IMF provides financial assistance, policy advice, and technical support to its 190 member countries. Its primary objectives are to promote exchange rate stability, facilitate balanced economic growth, and provide short-term financial aid to countries facing economic crises. Historical background. The IMF was conceived in the aftermath of World War II to prevent the economic instability that had led to the Great Depression and global financial disruptions. Delegates from 44 nations gathered in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, to design an international financial system that would support free trade, stable currencies, and economic growth. The Bretton Woods system established fixed exchange rates, pegging currencies to the US dollar, which was convertible to gold. However, in 1971, the US abandoned the gold standard, leading to a shift toward a system of floating exchange rates. Despite this shift, the IMF remained integral in providing financial stability and policy guidance to nations worldwide. Objectives of the IMF. The IMF operates with several core objectives. Promoting international monetary cooperation, the IMF fosters cooperation among member states by facilitating dialogue and policy coordination. Ensuring exchange rate stability, it works to prevent competitive devaluations and exchange rate manipulation, ensuring a stable global trading environment. Facilitating economic growth and employment, the IMF supports sustainable economic policies to promote long-term development and job creation. Providing financial assistance, it offers short-term financial support to countries facing balance of payments difficulties, helping them stabilize their economies. Reducing global poverty, the IMF assists low-income countries through concessional financing and policy advice. Structure and governance. The IMF operates under a unique governance structure, with its highest decision-making body being the Board of Governors, which consists of representatives from each member country. However, the Executive Board, composed of 24 directors, oversees day-to-day operations. The Managing Director, currently Kristalina Georgieva, serves as the IMF's Chief Executive Officer. Member countries contribute to the IMF based on a quota system, which determines their voting power and access to financial resources. The United States has the largest quota, followed by Japan, China, Germany, and other major economies. Functions of the IMF. Surveillance and economic monitoring. The IMF monitors global and national economies, providing policy recommendations to prevent financial crises. It conducts Article 4 consultations, reviewing member countries' economic policies and offering guidance on fiscal, monetary, and structural reforms. Financial assistance and lending programs. The IMF offers financial aid to member countries experiencing economic crises. Key lending programs include Standby Arrangements, SBA Short-Term Assistance for Balance of Payments Difficulties. Extended Fund Facility, EFF Medium-Term Support for Structural Economic Reforms. Poverty Reduction and Growth Trust, PRGT Concessional Loans for Low-Income Countries. Rapid Financing Instrument, RFI Emergency Assistance for Sudden Economic Shocks, such as natural disasters or pandemics. Capacity Development and Technical Assistance. The IMF helps countries build effective institutions by providing training in areas such as public financial management, central banking, and tax administration. This assistance is crucial for nations struggling with governance issues and economic mismanagement. The IMF and global financial crises. Throughout its history, the IMF has played a key role in managing global financial crises, including the Latin American debt crisis, 1980s. The IMF provided financial aid and structural adjustment programs to stabilize economies in countries like Mexico and Brazil. The Asian financial crisis, 1997–98 it assisted Thailand, Indonesia, and South Korea with bailout packages to restore investor confidence and economic stability. The global financial crisis, 2008–09 the IMF expanded lending to help economies recover, particularly in Europe and emerging markets. COVID-19 pandemic, 2020 present the IMF provided emergency funding and debt relief to struggling nations, ensuring liquidity amid economic slowdowns. Criticism and controversies. Despite its role in stabilizing the global economy, the IMF has faced criticism for austerity measures. IMF loan conditions often require budget cuts, leading to reduced public services and social unrest in borrowing countries. Influence of wealthy nations. The IMF's decision-making power is concentrated among developed nations, particularly the United States and Europe. Impact on sovereignty. Some countries argue that IMF policies infringe upon national autonomy by dictating economic policies. Failure to predict crises. Critics argue that the IMF has sometimes failed to foresee financial collapses, raising concerns about its economic surveillance methods. Conclusion. The IMF remains a pillar of the global financial system, playing a crucial role in stabilizing economies, preventing crises, and fostering international economic cooperation. Despite criticisms, it continues to evolve, adapting to new challenges such as climate change, digital currencies, and global inequality. In a rapidly changing world, the IMF's role in maintaining financial stability and promoting sustainable development remains as important as ever.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.